Hi, we're on. She's just so distracted today. Hello all and welcome. Yay, welcome to Crochet Designs. My name is Mary and we're here to have our midweek live. Again. Totally distracted. Christmas tree's still up. I've had no time this week and we'll talk about that again once everybody starts popping in. Am I early or am I on time? Oh no, I'm on time. Everybody's late. You're all late. You're all sacked. Cheers, you're fired. Cheers. Mm, nice and cool water. It is, I'm guessing, they said it was going to reach 41 degrees Celsius, not Fahrenheit, Celsius. I'm guessing it's hit that because this room was like a furnace. I've got the air conditioner on in the background. Please let me know if that's too much noise. If it is, I have to cancel live because it's so hot. So hot here in Melbourne. I'm waiting for everyone to get on. In the meantime, I'm going to get myself all organised. Beautiful Middle Earthians in the house. Yay, first one in, first served, best dressed, you know, the usual. Hi, Middle. Hope you are well. And I can hear it, but it's not bad. Okay, good. Thank you, darling. Thank you, because it's stinking hot in here. And we're talking 41 degrees Celsius. 41. Woo-wee. But I haven't left the house today, so that's a bit of a bonus. And I don't, oh no, I have. I went out early this morning. Yes, I had to. I had to go out this morning. I had to get all my shopping done before it got really, really hot. So I went out early this morning. Guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button because it costs you nothing, absolutely nothing. And it does show YouTube you would like to see more of all of this and whatever's to come in the future. Beautiful Amy, how am I doing? We're going to talk about that in a minute. It's cold, but not negative 30 at least Celsius. That is okay. Okay. How am I doing? Yesterday I did my checkup at the eye and ear hospital. I'm now legally allowed to drive again. Apparently my vision is slowly returning, so the little bleeding thing that happened there is slowly disappearing, which is great news. And I do this because we weren't sure if it was more serious than it should have been. So the bonus is the vision is slowly coming back, which means tutorials will start coming back. To be fair, I tried to put makeup on this eye today and I can't see out of, this is the eye that gave me grief. So I'm going like this. I'm trying to put, because I couldn't see. So the vision is slowly coming back. No operation needed. Thank God for that. But it's been a long haul and I was what they call legally not able to drive last month, 24th of December onwards, before 24th of December, but I was driving and didn't know that I wasn't allowed to be. Oops. So I stopped driving and waited until it healed a little bit. It's finally healing, just that little bit. I need to wait 2 weeks before going back to the optometrist, and then I can start looking for getting glasses for long distance. As you know, I have glasses for reading. You guys know that. You've seen it before. Makes me look smarter, even though I'm not. I mean, makes me look great. And so I now have to officially, legally get glasses for long distances, legally. But that's life. Moving right along, permanently. We're at 29,200 subscribers, Middle. Thank you very much for letting me know. Thank you, thank you. Also, a question for you, Mary. Oh, here we go, Middle. She has a million questions. She's so cute. Beautiful Liz. Hi, Liz. You are getting better. Your freedom again. You are getting your freedom again to come and go as you wish. Well, I went to the doctor's this morning by myself. I hopped into the car and drove because yesterday I was classified as legally allowed to drive. So there you go. I didn't even know I wasn't allowed to. I knew they said, oh, you're borderline, you're not, it's probably likely you shouldn't be driving, but you're borderline. So I thought, okay, that means I can drive, but I wasn't allowed to. The bonus was I wasn't doing any driving this week. I only did it today. My daughter drove me to the hospital yesterday. So there you go. Everyone's saying hello, beautiful Yvonne. Hello, hello. Ashley, yes, hello, hello. Everyone's slowly popping in. The gorgeous Fluffy and lovely Lou, lovely Lou. And everyone's saying hello. Great to see everyone popping on today. Yvonne, happy birthday, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year. Oh, guess whose birthday it is tomorrow? Not telling anyone if they don't know. They're very naughty. Beautiful Raylene's in the house. Tina's in the house. Everyone's popping in. We're having a full house today, which is fantastic. It's mine. Thanks, Fluffy. It's Mary's birthday tomorrow. Yes. The bonus with now I'm starting to think about the bonus with being able to see is at least tomorrow or maybe the next day, because tomorrow's my birthday, I'll be partying. The next day I'll be able to drive to the post office and post out beautiful Angela's subscriber of the year details, items that she won. I haven't been able to post them out because I haven't been able to drive. So I will be able to drive and get them out either by Friday or Monday. If you are watching, Angela, that's when I will post them out. And you know what I do? I post them out and then send you the tracking number so you can track your parcel, which is very exciting. Yvonne says Mary, Ashley says yours, and Fluffy says thumbs up. Cost you nothing. Nothing. It means the world to me. Sure does. Question is, for a tablecloth, would you recommend going up a hook size from the recommended hook size? I'm concerned that 4mm hook and 61 chains won't be the measurement I need. It depends on what size you're looking at. Are you using an 8-ply yarn, a DK weight, or a 3-weight yarn? If that's the question I need to ask you. If you are using that, you can go up 4.5, and you can probably go up to a 5. If you're using an 8-ply or a DK weight. When you are using the light 2-weight, you kind of need to stay down a little bit, or they'll just be loose and stretchy. And if that's what you're looking for, by all means, go for it. But just be wary if you're going up a hook size on really, really thin yarn, like this one here. Oh, I can show you this. And I wanted to show you this anyway. This yarn here is a light 2-weight yarn. And as you can see, it looks like a long sausage. A big a big scarf. No, it's not. Remember the dress I was talking to you about last year, and I said it was too short and I wasn't sure what color to use to make it longer. Well, it's really short. I wore it on the 20th. We had people here, right? And I noticed that every time I moved to the left or the right, whoop, up it hitched. And I had to keep pulling it down. So this is the dress. It's not ironed at the moment, so don't look at all the creases, right? This is the actual dress, and you can see how short it is. Now, I know I'm short, but not that short. And so what I'm doing is, and I'm answering your question at the same time, Middle, I'm placing that on the base of the dress like that, right, in the round. And if it doesn't look good, I've already done the measurements of a smaller piece around the sleeves to make it look like it was done on purpose. So if it doesn't really look good like that, it looks like it wasn't done on purpose, then I will be doing some on the sleeves to make it look like it was done on purpose. And the piece, I calculated that I needed 8cm squares for each piece. Now what I did was I've done a single crochet join as you go. I don't like it. I'm going to keep it for this one because the hours that have gone into it being a light 2-weight cotton. Now you guys know light 2-weight cotton, very thin, yeah? I'm not taking that undone. I'm going to continue in that manner for this dress. When we do the other dress, which is exactly the same length, this one really needs an iron. It's exactly the same length. When we do this one, the same as that, same width, same length, everything, then I will do a different join, and it might be a join that you've never seen on this channel before. I never wanted to show you because it's my little tricky join, but it seems to be all over the place these days, so showing you is not really a problem, right? Obviously it's leaked, but it's a very interesting join. You will see it, and I hope you like it. It's not difficult. It's a little bit more intense. You really have to focus on when you are joining this way. But this way, when you are joining on my way, which I do in my blanket design, your stitching is exactly neat. You don't see the join at all, no matter which way you look at the blanket. Yeah, and it also joins right in each corner of each square. So it really looks simply divine. I do hope you love it. I will be showing you. It's a little difficult. It's not for the newbie. So if you are new at crochet, don't do that join. And I will talk about that. I will show you an easier join, and you can do an easier join. And now I've missed all the chat, as you do. It's a 24/7 cotton from Lion Brand, which is a 4-weight. If it's a 4-weight, you can go right up to a 5mm hook, even a 5.5 or 6. If it's a 4-weight cotton, you can go up a little higher. Yeah, absolutely. If it's 3-weight, you've got to be careful, stay on a 4mm hook, yeah? But 4-weight, easy. It looks like a shirt, not a dress. It's so short. I know, right, middle. Don't forget, I'm tiny. I'm only like, yeah, let's just say I'm short. And it literally goes right above my thighs, if you will. So I'm constantly pushing it down. Everywhere I go, I'm like this. I cannot bend over at the mailbox to get the mail, the letterbox. Can't do it. There's no way I can bend. I come inside, change my clothes, go back out, and then bend if I'm coming home from somewhere. It's not a dress that I like to wear out, but it's just such a comfortable dress to just slip on. It's nice and thin and soft, and it's perfect for this kind of weather. But I can't wear it anymore because I just can't bear the thought of my legs showing that much, being so short. So I'm going to make those little lacy squares, which I should have done last year, which we didn't get a chance to do. It's a project that we should have done last year on this dress, yeah? And when we do it on the channel, I'm going to make it on this dress. So they're exactly the same width, length, everything. All right, so there's no issues there. And we're going to make the square and everything, but I'm going to show you the different join, yeah? Cute says Amy, yes. And Fluffy says water time, cheers. Oh. I put ice in my water, but it's melted just before I got on. Cheers. 41 degrees Celsius in Melbourne, Australia. Yvonne says water time, cheers. Lovely Linda has come on. Guys, if you're just coming on now, go back and have a look what we were just talking about. Have a look on the video a bit further back. A show for everyone. I know, right, Amy? No, not good, especially not with these legs. I might try 4.5 to 5mm. You could go right up to, because usually a 4-weight, I use a 5mm hook for a 4-weight yarn. It's not light. It's not a light 2-weight. It's literally a 4-weight. It's like a 10-ply, a thick 10-ply, yeah? If it's not a thick 10-ply, then you need to stick to 4. I've never had 4-weight so thin. It's like cord. So thick, you mean? It's like cord when you look at it. Oh, wait a minute. If it's fairly thin, which is less than an 8-ply, then that's a light 2-weight. It's not a 4-weight. You're thinking 4-ply. 4-ply is a 2-weight. It's very light. You can't go up. You can, but I would say 5mm hook is way too high. I know you want to work it up faster. I appreciate that because I know how long this is taking me. Forever. Here, I think there's 12 squares or 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've been working on this for 2 days and not half an hour. It's taking me longer because of my eyes. I can see, but it's a little bit tough. So it's taking me a little bit longer for that. That's one reason it's taking longer. But 2-weight can really take forever to do, yeah? The label says 4-weight, but it's not thick. And the label might say 4-ply. Does it say 4-ply or 4-weight? That's weird. If it says 4-weight, it should be thick. Can I request a shout out for Middle's channel? I usually do shout outs on my video vlogs, but you've already done it, so there you go. Yay for Middle. Now I know Middle, I've already done 2 shout outs for Middle. But I've already had 2 shout outs. Yes, you have. I know, right. We might think about it in another couple of months, Middle. Is that all right, hun? I'll put you down for a couple of months' time. I want to give the other people a go. I've left a few people out that I'm supposed to be shouting out to, and I need to give them a go. Yeah? You know I love a good shout out. I love to do it. You know that, guys. Cheers. I can send you a pic of the yarn, Mary. Yeah, do me a favour. Send me that. I'd like to see it. You know how we usually send. Send it the way you usually send. I was helping. She said I don't do enough to promote her. Oh, naughty Middle. I don't mind another shout out later. A little bit later. I need to help out the other channels too, Middle. You know, everybody needs a shout out, darling. Everybody has to have a turn. Yes. Thumbs up, says Ashley. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, I'm not sure how long I will be on today. We do have the air conditioner on in this room, the little fan one that we finally cleaned out and got ready specifically for me today. Don't you love it? It's a little mini air conditioner thingy. Yeah, it's okay. And it kind of blows wind at my face, which is okay. And it's cooled down the room a little bit, but this room can get really, really hot. And I've got the door closed because the cat's running around the lounge room. And I don't want her in here. So I'm really quite combined and closed up for now. So if it gets really hot, I might call the live. At this stage, it's cool. It was very, very hot when I first started, but now it's cooled down a little bit. So I'm quite happy with that. And Ashley's done a super chat. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Ashley. Oh, we've got to turn it over. I've got the book in the other room. Oh, I know what I'll do. The Australian Ship and Wool Show paperwork from last year, which I've scribbled out and put the new dates in. I'll write it on that, Ashley, so I don't forget. $2.99, so is it $3? So $1.50 is going towards the Australian Ship and Wool Show. Thank you, Ashley. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. $1.50 goes towards the Australian Sheep and Wool Show. So there it is. That's my little messy handwriting, but don't mention that. That one there's got the last year's dates. And the new dates are 17th, 18th and 19th of July this year. If you are in Melbourne around that time, please come along to the Australian Sheep and Wool Show, because you must. Not you should or you might. You must, you must, you must. It is one of the biggest sheep and wool shows in the world, apparently. Apparently. Yeah, that's what we've been told. At the last year, the fella on the microphone said last year, it has been classified as one of the biggest Australian sheep and wool shows in the world. Not in Australia, not in Melbourne, not in a little Glenroy, because it's not here. It's over in Bendigo. But in the world. Don't you love it? Excuse me. Let's get right back. I missed all the chat. It buffered twice already today. It's beginning, but all good now in the beginning. Okay, well, I'm surprised we haven't been disconnected with the heat and all the young ones on school holidays, you know. I never said anything like that. I think you misheard me. Oh, Adelaide is 43. You're 43. We're 41 degrees Celsius. Oh, my gosh. We usually get your weather. Melbourne gets Adelaide's weather. We steal it from them, yeah? Looks like the weather's coming to you. Oh, I know, right? We were told it was going to be 41 today. Whether it's hit 41 is, I'm not sure. But I was going to walk to the doctor's this morning because it's not far from me. Oh, no, it's a 35-minute walk. I was going to walk this morning. I thought, okay, I'll walk. But at 8:30 this morning, it was already 26 degrees here. So I thought, how am I going to walk back? By the time I walk back, it's going to be 38 or something. No, I don't think so. So, yeah, I walked. I took the car in the end. I really wish I could go to that. Oh, I would love it if you could be there. It's been a year today that we met up. Yes, it has, Ashley. You're right. You came to Melbourne, all the way from where you are. You came to Melbourne. It was very nice to see you. Very nice to meet you, actually, Ashley. It's lovely meeting. I love meeting our subscribers. I've met a few of our subscribers. Ashley just happened to be in Melbourne that weekend, or that week, I think it was. She was with family at the time. And she just happened to be here, so it worked well. It really did. You couldn't plan these things, Ash. That will come up so fast, Mary. Looking forward to, yes, I know, Fluffs. I can't wait. I'm already shaking. Mary, you still have your tree up. I know it was supposed to come down yesterday, but I had to go to the hospital yesterday with my daughter and I just didn't get time. When I came home late at night, I was just so tired. So tired. At this point, it's not a state, it's a barbecue. That's hilarious. Shouldn't say that. It's not funny. I know Hit 42, where another friend of mine is. Oh my gosh. So hot. So hot. I'm happy that this room has actually cooled down a little bit. But if the fan gives you grief, let me know. I'll turn it off and then I have to stop. Because the minute I turn it off, the heat drops automatic. It just becomes... I meant the cool drops automatic and then it becomes hot. It's nice and cool over there. Is it, Yvonne? That's interesting where you are. Usually it's hot where you are, isn't it, Yvonne? We got it all. Melbourne and Adelaide got it all. I wonder who else is having 41 and 43 degrees Celsius. Not that I'm happy about it. I'm just curious. All right, so moving right along. It's been 21 minutes and we have not discussed anything on the channel yet. Good news, as I've mentioned before, my eyesight's coming back slowly, so starting to record soon will happen. I had all these plans to do shorts and everything over the past 2 weeks, but I can't do much about it. When your eyes go, your eyes go. There's nothing we can do about it. But it's slowly coming back, and it's time for me to start recording again. So you're going to see a few shorts over the next week or so. And this Friday, I hope to get the video vlog out of what's happening, the beginning of the year video vlog about what's happening for the year. I hope to get it out this Friday. I was going to get it out tomorrow, but somebody's birthday tomorrow, and I forgot that it was my birthday. No, I didn't forget. I just forgot the days. So I don't focus on days. I work on dates. I really do. And sometimes when I say to you, right, we're going to get it ready by Friday, it's coming Friday, and then all of a sudden someone says, oh, Mary, it is Friday. Oh, would you look at that? I just know dates. I look at dates. And when we talk about our annual project, it's coming, guys. It is coming. That will be uploaded. Each part, because it'll be a monthly part again, will be uploaded the beginning of, let's try that again, the first Thursday of every month throughout the year, except January, because obviously this is the first Thursday is tomorrow. I think that the first Thursday was last week, or is it tomorrow? Doesn't matter. We're going to talk about, subscribe, let's try that again. We're going to talk about the annual project on the 31st of January, I think. Let's go back to where you were. I'm sorry, the 30th of January, which is a Friday. That's the day I will be talking about the project, which will give you the information that you will need: hook, scissors, sewing needle, not sewing machine. You don't need that. You could use no sewing needle, pattern. All of that jazz will happen on the 30th of January. I have to look at my calendar. 30th of January, which is a Friday. But after that, on the first Thursday of February, which will be the 5th of February, you will get the second part. Now, the first part might have a gauge swatch or might have a small part of the pattern. Just saying, right? I don't want to give away too much yet. I don't want to give away too much. But on Thursday, the 5th of February, will be the main part, and that will be the interesting part of our project. I'm not saying any more than that, because you're going to find out what the project is on the 30th of January, which is not really that long away. And in between that time, we're doing shorts. You might see the odd repair on the channel. You may see that beanie, which should have been finished last year, that hasn't been. So it's just a matter of getting back on the ball again, and hopefully my eyes start to get even better. So sad. You know what I did this year? You guys know, I talked about this. The last few weeks of December, I said to myself, I'm not going to go to the shops. I'm going to order food online. I'm going to do everything before the 2 weeks so I don't get sick for Christmas. Because I always get sick just before Christmas and Easter, or before the functions happen, right? I thought, there's no way I'm going to get sick. I was really, really careful. knew that such a thing existed, that a few sneezes, internal sneezes, can cause your eye to bleed at the back. I didn't know that. That's a new thing to me. Or heavy lifting. I can't remember lifting anything heavy. I do tend to lift this chair a bit, and that's relatively heavy, but I'm used to doing it. So I don't do it every day. So funnily enough, I might have lifted. I don't know. It's more likely the internal sneezes. The minute I said internal sneezes, the doctor said that'd do it. And it does it a lot. So I had like 3 lines coming down in front of the right eye. Wasn't able to see at all out of it. After a while, it just became blurry and fuzzy, and I was able to see a little bit. But for the first few days, I wasn't able to see out of the right eye, and so the left eye was struggling as well. And according to the doctors, saying it's legally not able to drive the car. So I thought, no. I thought, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to go to the shops. I'm not going to get sick. And still it got me on Christmas Eve. It could have picked after Christmas. No, Christmas. It's okay. It's okay. Such a whinger. Excuse me. Moving right along. Okay. I've missed everything. I missed a lot of chat. It's 30 where Ashley is. It's 32 where Yvonne is. Degrees Celsius for those of you overseas. Good Yvonne. State needs a break. Yes. That's good. Yes. No, Fluffy. I love cold, not the heat. Me too. No, I don't mind. I like spring. Mary, have you ever considered a live where people can come up and chat? Come up and chat. Let's talk about that in a minute, Fluffy. I'm with you, Yvonne, on that. You don't like summer, okay? I know I'm having a hard time finding time to get part 1 of my annual project out, but at least I got to the intro of it out. That's good. I get sick when it's hot. Isn't that interesting, Eva? I guess I need to finish 12-step transition blanket before first. Yes, that's a good idea. Take your time. There's no rush. It's not going anywhere. It's sitting on YouTube. The blanket's not going anywhere. I'm sorry for that, Yvonne. Yes, it does. Yes. I hate heat exhaustion last year. Yes. Same, being busy. I'm trying to rush through these chats because there's so many with commission stuff. Yes. Mary, you doing something special tomorrow for your, dare I say, 30th? 29th? No, I'm 29 again, honey. You should know better than that. I'm so behind. Yes, don't worry. Take your time. Fluffy says water time. Cheers. I'm going to answer everyone's questions in a minute. They're all asking questions. I'm going to answer them all in a minute. No, I'm not that bad. Yes. Well, that's good. All right. So first question was, Fluffy asked if I was going to do lives with other people. Not really sure how to do that, to be fair. I've never done one, so I don't know how to do it. It probably pays for me to have a look around, see if anyone's done it. If you know someone who's done it, Fluffy, please leave me a little note somewhere on here. Leave me a little post of someone who has done it, and I'll go and check out their channel. I'm not really sure how it's done, to be fair. Not really sure how it's done live. There are numerous reasons why I probably wouldn't, but I'll talk about that in a minute. Hi, Laurie. I got to finish this bookcase cardigan. Lots of work, so I'll be not chatting much. That's all right. Do what you got to do. Everyone's saying hello. Tried a puff border for it. I was hoping for a different one, but with your eye, I don't want to pressure you. It'll be a while before a different one is out. Yeah, sorry, honey. I'll leave a note in comments. Thank you, Fluffs. I've done it. Camille's done it. Where is Marty? Marty, he comes on occasionally. He's very busy these days. I think he works a lot now. Naughty boy. All right. So there's numerous reasons why I probably wouldn't do it right now, Fluffs. I need to make sure, with the lives, you've got to make sure people don't say things they're not allowed to. And if I have people like Laurie and who was the other person that she mentioned? Camille. People who understand what not to say and what to say, that's different. But when you start, people start thinking, what about me? You haven't done one with me. And then you do it and they say something they're not allowed to say. And you just got to be careful. You want to make sure you keep the live Look, I joke around and muck around on lives, I really do, but it's still very serious. There are certain things that I won't say on a live. Certain things that I won't say on a live, not mentioning any things, but you know, it's like you have to make sure that everybody's in sync and we're only talking about what we're talking about and nothing else. I don't want to bring in other things that we shouldn't be talking about, because all we know about, or all I know about, is crochet. That's it. I might know a little bit about silliness. You can ask me that. But there are certain things that I don't discuss on my lives, and I don't want anyone bringing them up. That's probably one reason why I don't like the idea of a joined live. You have to be very specific who you go live with, for sure, yes. And once you start, people come up to you and say, oh, can you do a live with me? And then you're not sure about this person because you've never heard from them and you don't know what they're like. So you just have to be very careful, yeah? You don't have to worry. I wouldn't come up to shy, but I get too shy, but I get what you mean. Oh, you mean I can do lives with anyone that even doesn't have a channel? Is that what you're saying? Has a channel but doesn't use the channel? Is that what you mean, Flux? I'm not really sure because I don't do them. So I don't really know how to anyway. I don't know how to. She's a little old school here. I can't tell you that I know how to do it because I can't. And I've never done it. Yet. At all. Yet. No, the subs can come up. Oh, the subscribers can come up as well. Yep, you sure can go live with anyone. Oh, I didn't know that. See, now that's interesting, because if you start letting subs up, and there are people like you who we know, it takes one sub to get on that's, you know, only your sub for 1 minute and says the wrong thing. It can be a little awkward with the live. I was going to do, oops, oh, I've lost everything. I've lost the chat. Oh, no, here it is. Hello. What happened? What happened? It's gone. Here it is. I was going to do the interview with myself this weekend, but I remembered I have 2 more weeks left. I've got all those questions still. I will do it, guys. I will. Probably the time to do it when I can't use my eyes. I like your lives just the way you do them. Thank you, Linda. But yes, it's interesting. Yes, I agree. Look, thanks, Laurie. I think at this stage I won't be doing the joined lives, only because I'm a little bit hesitant and I would like to see how other people's lives go before I do that. The only time I would do a joined live is if someone I knew very, very well and I know won't slip the tongue and say something naughty. Because at the end of the day, we're here all about crochet. This is what we're about. We're not about anything else. We're about crochet, yeah? There has to be a purpose to a multi-person live. There has to be like some sort of design collaboration or some sort of crochet collaboration, if you will. You're all trying to crochet together at the same time. Maybe you're doing fun competitions. Who's faster at chains? Who's faster at singles? Who's faster at doubles? Who can crochet blindfold? And then just have a bit of a laugh. All that sort of thing can be a lot of fun. It's just it takes one person to say the wrong thing, and then the whole thing just becomes chaos. And then I have to delete my live, and I don't like doing that. I have deleted one live because I said a naughty on it, and I quickly deleted it after the live. And that was once in 7 years, so it's not too bad. And it wasn't really a naughty, it was a minor naughty, one of the smaller naughties. The small naughties, and that's gone, that's long gone. So yeah, there has to be a purpose, yes. I don't think I would do that unless I do an interview with another designer. And then it's a designer you would want to make sure you already know well, middle. Because you don't know what the designer will be like when they start opening their mouth, yeah? I watch heaps of channels, but yeah, there can be some big disagreements. And you know what? It's the disagreements, but it's also the uncomfortable, as they call it, elephant in the room situation. If something is wrong with one person or the other person doesn't understand what you're trying to say. It's like, and then there's something that you've done that they want to discuss and you don't want to discuss it. Look, there's so many reasons why you wouldn't want to do a joined live. The good reasons of doing a joined live is that you can actually have some fun with the next person. And people like Laurie and Camille that we already know, that would not be an issue, but I still don't know if I would do them, yeah? It would be Wow Jerry Springer style. Don't even tempt me, Fluff. You know I'll do it. You know I'll be the Jerry Springer. You know that, right? Of Crochet Designs. I would be the Jerry. Well, I know what you'd be like, Mary. I'd be so naughty. No, I wouldn't. I'm a good girl. I don't do naughty things. Out loud. I don't do naughty things out loud. Did you put yourself in the corner for the naughty? I was so angry with myself, Linda. It wasn't a real bad naughty. It was a small naughty. And it was a naughty that starts with S, ends with the H. No, let's try that again. Starts with S, ends with the T, and has a H-I in the middle. I think that was the only naughty. But other than that, there was nothing else. It's a good thing no one can spell on my channel. We can't spell. No. We have lots of spelling mistakes here on the channel. Oh, she's so naughty. Water time, says Fluffs. Cheers. You're funny, Linda. Did you put yourself in the corner? No, I've put myself in the corner before. Mary, get in the corner. I've done that many times before. I have actually done that. When I say a naughty that's not a naughty word, that's just a silliness, yeah? Mary, that must have been before my time. Yes, it was an accident, though. It was, I think I was talking about a heap of something, and I said that word. It was a big accident. And I went, I went red. I went the colour of my shirt. Oh, it's so funny. Look, that was the one time, the one and only time, and then directly after I just deleted it. But the thing with deleting lives, now I found this, I've done it twice before. One live I deleted because I thought I couldn't work out what I was doing and I looked silly, so I deleted it. But I found with deleting lives, 2 lives altogether I've done, they tend to take a while to delete, so they're still sitting in limbo. People can still watch it until it's deleted, completely deleted. Don't you love it? I don't think I've done that yet. No, I'm very good usually middle, but for some reason, I must have been having a bad day. But for some reason, I didn't mean it as a derogatory turn to anyone or to anyone or at anyone. It was about a situation that I was talking about. And it kind of went, oh, did I say that out loud? And I got caught out. But that was the one and only time I said a naughty word. That's why I, at one stage, didn't want to do lives in case something like that happened. But it was only once. I think you've come close with me, middle. Swearing, that is. You know what I call it? I call it choice words. Mary is the choice word. And you know when you see my bloopers and you see everything goes blank or the voice goes blank and there's a round face with a smiley face over my mouth, that's when I've done a choice word. So you can't work out the word and you can't hear it. So I've done that before. Here, right here. Oh, it was recently too. It was the last bloopers video I put up. And I had to record a video vlog here. I'm having some connection issues. I had to record a video vlog in this room and the neighbours were banging and the next door had his machines there. And I was waiting all week to do this vlog. I finally started the vlog and then this guy next door started with his engines. And I thought, oh, gosh, rah, rah. And every time I said something, I'd make a mistake. And then the word just came out, whoop. And so I bleeped it out, put the little smiley face over my mouth. So you couldn't see it. You're her most annoying sub. Are you, Fluffy? Don't be naughty. Naughty girl. Middle's my friend. Don't upset Middle. I did a choice word as a blooper last year, but haven't figured out how to block it. It's so had to cut it. You know how to do it? Should be a little voice bar. I can't believe I'm doing this live. There should be a little voice bar on your editing package. Yeah. What you do is you go to the voice bar, you cut out, you do a cut there on the voice only, not on your video, on the voice. And it cuts the video. You grab your voice line and go right down to blank so you can't hear the voice. And then you get a picture of a face, a smiley face or an arrow or something. Just put it over your mouth so no one can see what the word was and no one can hear what the word was. Every editing package that you have for your video should have a voice line that you can actually bleep. The volume on your video. You should be able to do that, yeah? You're an angel, says Fluffy. Hopefully I'll be on your live middle, yes. Yvonne, come back soon. Now, that's another thing, guys. I'm still doing Wednesdays at 4 p.m. and Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Melbourne, Australia time. These are the lives I'm still doing this year. Thought I'd just do an update there. I wasn't sure if I was going to stop Wednesdays live. I wasn't sure. And at this stage, I'm going to leave Wednesdays live. I seem to be getting a little bit more subbies on Wednesdays live occasionally, or just before Christmas I was, than I was Saturday mornings. So we're going to leave it for now. We will see how we go throughout the year. Yeah, we'll see how we go. Thanks, Mary. I'll have to experiment this year. Yes. Yvonne, please come. Yes, Millers, I need protection. Yeah, you guys are naughty on poor Middles live. Cheers. All right, so moving right along now. As you know, tomorrow's my birthday, and someone asked how am I going to celebrate it. To be fair, I'm not sure. It's going to be 31 degrees from memory. I don't know if that's going to change now. Depends on what happens. If it's really hot, I don't go out in the heat, except early this morning because I had to go to the doctor's, yeah. So I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. At this stage, I'm not sure if I'm doing anything. I don't know. I've got plans, but they might change because of the weather. So I'm not going to say what I'm doing because they're going to change. I do know that on Saturday night, possibly there will be a dinner, because my children are not available this week during the week, or one's not available. One's away, going interstate, so not available on my actual birth date. So I believe there's going to be something on Saturday night for dinner. So that's what I'm doing. So what I'm doing for dinner, I don't know yet. Haven't decided on that. And I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. So it's literally, I was holding everything back, to be honest with you, because of my eye. I wasn't sure if I'm going to be visually well enough to go out and do things. There's no point enjoying stuff if you can't see them. Well, you know, I was already talking to my daughter about what sort of dog I wanted, because I thought I was going to lose my sight. And that's just in my brain. That's how I speak. I always think ahead, right? And so I don't make plans for today. I will make plans for today when I know where my eye's at. And it is getting better. I can't go to the optometrist for another 2 weeks because it's still not there yet. So that's why this past few weeks I haven't been able to make any plans because of my eye. So look, I'm just lucky that way. Now you guys know I always get ill around the important dates, which drives me nuts. Although I've had good birthdays the past few years. It just means I get to have another birthday around, I don't know, 2 weeks' time. maybe if I'm lucky. Poor thing, says Fluffs. I know, right? Water time again. Thanks, Fluffs. Cheers. Yes, I was thinking, you know, how I love the zoo every year. I love the zoo. So I was thinking of that. Every year I go to the zoo with my kids. I'm such a baby. I love it. Now I go into the butterfly enclosure. It's so hot, but the butterflies land on you. I love it. I love to see them land on my shoulders. Sometimes I just put my arms out and wait just so I can see it. I love it. They're so beautiful. Anyway, I'm thinking of getting a foster kitty, still undecided. Let me talk to you first about getting one. Happy 29th birthday from your 110-pound friend. Well, thanks, Laurie. I lost my pets last year. Not ready for a new one, but one day. Middle, if I were you in your situation, I would get one that's already a little bit older and not too young. One that's toilet trained, and well, they mostly do get toilet trained very quickly. Cats are easy to train. One that is older, a little bit older, maybe 1 year, even 2 years. So it knows not to do silly things, and it's gone through a little kitty stage and doesn't want to go nuts like ours does. She's so cute. I love her. She's so cute. And then when she comes next to me, purr, I love it, right? But she's still very young and still does silly things, which is normal. So I would consider getting one that's already established, if you will. Can I call it that? Established? Grown a little bit. Not old. You don't want a very old cat, but one that's getting a senior that wants to be, yes, a couch potato cat. That's pretty much what I'm thinking. That was what I was looking for with mine. I love her dearly, but she's no couch potato. At the moment, she's not. Apparently, someone told me that the British short-haired cats become couch potatoes. But when this cat just goes nuts all the time. I love her dearly. And you know, she does sleep. She does go for her sleeps and has a good nap time and everything. But she's very active. So that's only because she's younger. And as she gets older, she will calm down a little bit. So in your case, yes, getting one that's already done her excitement stuff and is just casually likes to play casually, but prefers to sleep on you instead, or prefers to sleep near you, or whatever. That's what you want. I call them carer cats. They care for you. That's what I call them. They're carer cats. Yeah, middle, you describe me. Oh, Fluffy says. One of the favourite cats I've ever had was about 3 years old. She loved sitting on laps. Yes. I'm thinking of a couch potato, but one that doesn't have health issues. Yes, you have to be careful of that. Yeah, well, look, I had a cat once. His name was Milo. And I remember the pet shop, because they used to sell them at pet shops in the old days. I don't think they do it anymore here in Australia. They get sold in pet stores, but professional stores, not in little pet shops, in little... Anyway, that's beside the point. And when they sold me this cat, they kind of stooged me saying, oh, this is a kitten and it's a girl. And I didn't know how to tell when I first had cats, right? And I thought, oh, it's a girl. Okay, it's a girl. No, yes, said it was a girl. So I took it home and I thought, great, because I wanted a girl. And then I took it to the vet and she says, why did you name it the girl name, which I changed in the end? And I said, because it's a girl, isn't it? And he says, no, this kitten, which was 12 weeks at the time after I'd had it home for about 6 weeks, this is a boy. This is a boy cat. Oh, oops. So I changed his name to Milo, and he was the best cat I'd ever made a mistake purchasing. He was so beautiful. I'd pick him up at the underarms. He'd put his arms around my neck as I picked him up, go like that, and we just smooch. Best cat ever. Calm, sweet, lovely, got along with the dog. I had an Australian Terrier at the time. Just wrapped his arms around me and just cuddled me every time I picked him up. The best mistake I ever made purchasing a cat. The best mistake. All the other cats I love, don't get me wrong, but they've all been what I haven't wanted, whereas this particular cat was perfect. And passed after 4 years because we went on a trip and we popped them in a cattery, and when we pulled him out and the kitten that we had at the time out, they got whatever infection they got from that place, and he passed. They had to put him down, had some infection in his eyes, to put him down. He was so ill. And the little one survived and he didn't. And when we complained to the people, they covered themselves. Nothing wrong with our animals, apparently. So yeah, I wasn't happy. But anyway, yes, he was the best mistake I ever made. I love that. Don't you love that? Best mistake. One of my favourite cats I've ever had was about 3 years old. She loved sitting on laps. I think couch potato, doesn't have health issues. I've done that already. I've said that, haven't I? I got all three, lived to 15. One of our cats lived 17. It's just amazing. I call my animals human names. Okay, I call mine after special drinks, like my cat, Whiskey Whiskers. Always after special drinks. I've had brandy, gin, tonic. I've had them all. You name them. If I do get one, it might end up on my lives and vlogs, maybe even on my tutorials, and that will happen. I will be doing a lot of video vlogs in the lounge room because I don't want to be locking the cat up when I do a video vlog in here. So I'll be doing a lot in there, and she'll be around. So you'll be seeing a few more video vlogs in the lounge room, where I used to do them when I first started crocheting here on YouTube. You'll make me famous. Yeah. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about an actual cat. True, true. So yes, it was the best mistake I ever made when purchasing a cat. Such a loving cat. But they stooged me. I went back to the pet shop, said, you told me it was a girl and I've got a boy. And they said, that's not our problem. You should have checked. What? But I didn't care because I liked him. He was a fantastic cat. He was the best cat I've ever had. I have had cats since. I had a 17-year-old cat, a cat that lived 17 years with us. Another one lived 12 years with us. I'm sorry, let's try 14 years with us. So one at 12, one at 14. But Milo, only 4 years. Best cat I ever had. Best cat. Anyway, moving right along. Getting back to crochet. All right, so we will definitely be making our border round on a dress. So if you have an item that you have in your stash and you want to make a border round on it or something like that, join me. I'll tell you about measurements and how you make your squares to fit your measurements on your dress or skirt or top or shirt, whatever it is you're putting a border round on, yeah? We're definitely going to be doing that on the channel and not that long away because this was a project we should have done last year on top of other projects. And the video vlog on Friday will explain all the other projects that we should have completed last year, which isn't many, it's not many, that we are going to complete this year. It's just one of them was relatively big and I think one of them was our scrap sweater. We were going to do a scrap vest and then we decided to do a scrap sweater, and it was using some of the 8-ply yarn that I had used for the temperature blanket a few years ago. To be fair, I have used some of that yarn already, so I may end up purchasing some of those colours, or I'll just use whatever's in my stash, to be fair. I might just do that. But we're going to talk about that when we do the scrap sweater. So that is definitely on the list. And not far away because here in Melbourne, Australia, our spring, let's try that again, our autumn falls on December, January, February, March. I had to think about it, March. Our autumn falls on March. But our March is occasionally still quite hot. So possibly around March we will start the sweater, and in April it will be ready for autumn and winter. So it will be an 8-ply DK weight, 3-weight scrap sweater. So keep your eyes peeled for that. All right. My mum's 2 cats that just passed were 21 and 16 respectively. Wow, that's amazing, Middle. When you get the special cat, it's heaven. I've had 2. I wish that special cat lived longer. I really... It's one of those things that you just wanted to keep that one. I had that with a dog, with the Australian Terrier, and he lived till he was 17 years. So he was gifted. I say he was gifted to me by the heavens. I really do, because when I purchased him, he looked into my eyes and straight into my stomach, and I said, oh my gosh, this dog is something else. There was something about him. He put his paws up on my knees and just stared at me directly into my eyes. I went, oof. There's something about this dog. And I actually went home and didn't purchase him for 4 weeks. I rang back 4 weeks later. She said, you know what? That one dog that you liked, nobody liked him because they were nervous that he was too intense. And nobody wanted him. So he's still here, 16 weeks. I said, I'll get him. And I went and purchased him. Best buy I ever made. 17 years he lived till. So I purchased him at 16 weeks. We had him until he was 17 years old. My son was born. And he was a child playing with him. So he went through all sorts of things, that dog. He went through different living areas, different living situations, living with different people, to finally spending his last, 10 years with us all together. But it's been with me. He was with me the whole time, but in different areas. He finally spent his last 10 years just with us here at our house. So, yeah, he was the best dog I ever bought. Oh, he was so sweet. And he knew everything. He used to talk to me. We used to have his conversations. I said, no, if you think you're the boss, and he'd be saying, rah, rah, rah. And I'd say, no, I'm the boss. And he'd be going, rah, rah, rah. And then we'd have this massive cuddle. It was just so beautiful. Anyway, back to crochet. She got so sidetracked. Back to crochet. Now, the very first tutorial, real tutorial that you will see will probably be this one. That's all I want to say about that. Been talking about that for ages. What is it? It is granny slash, I don't know. Have a look at it. It's got a little bit of chains and double crochets, but it's also granny. It's also join as you go. If you wanted to do this join, you can. If not, you do the final round and you just sew them together. Yeah. Personally, I do not like this join, and I won't be doing this join for the other dress. However, I'll offer you the choice to do this join if you want. But that other dress, we're going to do the fancy join that I have not done on the channel, which, to be fair, the new crocheter, don't do it. Because it's one of those joins that if you don't do it right, it will be noticed, yeah? But this one here, basic. It's just a join as you go, yeah? You love the look. I know it's a basic look. It's granny square and then a bit of lace and then granny square and then lace and then a single crochet round to close up shop and join the square to the next square. So it's really basic. That part is basic. Sewing it to the dress might be a little difficult. Different ways of sewing. I would, if I were you, hand sew if you're new. But I'm going to crochet. I'm going to sewing machine this one on and hand sew the other one. Giving you the option, if you wanted to do the sewing machine version, you could. I will record some of the sewing machine of this one, and I will be recording the hand sewing of this one for the actual tutorial. But you will see a small recording of sewing this on there. Now what I've done is, and I thought it was a little clever, the knots. I've based the knots up one side only. Made sure they're up on one side only. That's the side that will be literally, you like to find the base of the dress now, under there. So you won't see it. Let's do it like that so you can see what I mean. There's your dress, and your single crochet row will be lined up under the seam line of the dress, and under it goes your tails. You can weave them in, but at least the knot, if you want to leave your knots and not worry about doing anything fancy to them, at least the knot can stay there and you'll just be sewing over that. So I've got to get the right cotton for this to attach. Hopefully I've got one in stock. I do believe I have, but I can't remember exactly where I put it. So if that worst comes to us, I'll just go and buy one. Doesn't matter. All right. Unfortunately, I don't have, believe, in seasons anymore. It's either hot or cold. Yes, I know, fluffs. It's all over the place. It's extremely upsetting losing a pet. They should live longer. I know, right? I know. It's very upsetting. Pretty, thank you. Love the look. Thank you, Laurie. The only thing I hope doesn't happen is the cat doesn't get into my yarn. That's going to happen. Heads up. You leave it lying around, it will happen. Reality. It looks very pretty, Mary. Thank you, Middle. When Mary crochets, it must feel like she's fishing with the cat stuck to her yarn. To be fair, I don't crochet in front of the cat. I know that sounds weird. I'll crochet at the kitchen table. She's not allowed it on, but she's tried 3 times already. Naughty girl. And even yesterday when I was going out to the doctors with my daughter, I went to the hospital yesterday, the doctors this morning, but last night to the hospital, yesterday to the hospital, I thought, you know what, I'm leaving the cat here on her own. Nah, I'm going to put this crochet in the room because she can get on the table now. So it's a matter of boxing everything, putting it away once you're going to go and do something else, because the reality is they're animals and they will get in. Yes, and cats extra like natural fibers, yes. And like when I do the V-stitch blanket, I do it in front of the cat. And if she plays with my yarn, I just scare her off. But I do that in front of her because that's going to be her blanket and I don't care. I notice that when I'm not here, family tell me that she sleeps on my blanket when I'm away. So when I've been at the hospitals and the doctors and lot lately, she's been looking for me when I come home from the shops. she goes straight to my shoes, because I take my shoes off and slip on flip-flops, thongs really. And she goes straight for my shoes and sits there, just sleeps next to them. Just to remember the smell. There's still that smell there, sorry. But she likes familiar, she likes your familiar smell. Your animal likes your smell. It'll get used to you. And you can't smell it, but they can. They can smell you from miles away. So yeah, keep that in mind. I like that about animals. They choose you. Yeah, they do choose you. All right, we got so sidetracked. But to let you know, over the next 2 weeks, the shorts will start coming up. And these shorts are stitches that you're going to see throughout the year. There will be a beginning of a year tutorial on chain, single crochet, half double, double, treble, and probably even a double treble, a longer stitch as well. Just showing you the basics of how to do those stitches all in the one tutorial. So that the beginner, when they get on, they don't have to go looking through thousands of videos that I've got to try and find a beginner tutorial. That will be there. That tutorial, it'll be different every year, but I'm going to do that at the beginning of the year of every year, just so that the beginner can learn the stitches and have a play. And on top of that, at the beginning of the year, you'll see shorts of those stitches as well. Chain, single crochet, half double, double, trebles, and all those fancy stitches, basic stitches. It'll all be basic stitches for the first few weeks, like this, basic tutorials, except this might have the fancy join. It might not. Look, I'll see, because it's likely that it may not look right there. I don't know. We'll see. It's all a matter of trial and error. You guys know I play with something. If I don't like it when it goes out, I don't upload it. It's as simple as that. I've had videos I've deleted so that I wouldn't upload it because I didn't like the actual pattern. And that's just me. And the worst part is, had I shown you the pattern, you may have liked it and thought, why is she deleting that? It's perfect for me. But if I see an error, I will just, no, it's not right. If the maths doesn't add up, forget it, it's gone. Things like that, yeah. I have to go. Happy birthday tomorrow. Thanks, Fluffy. We'll catch you soon, darling. To be fair, I'm on my way out as well, guys. I did want to get on just for a short visit to let you know that the videos will start coming out now that the eyes are getting a bit better. I probably won't record much this week. All you'll see this week, no, not this week at all. All you'll see this week is a video vlog of the beginning of the year video. That's just explaining what we're going to do throughout the year. It's not going to talk about the annual project. That's coming up on the 30th of January, which is a Friday. Friday the 30th of January, you will see part 1 of our annual project. Okay, and then part 2 will be on the 5th of February, which is a Thursday, and that will be the first Thursday of every month thereafter will be the next part. So you will see these parts coming up as you go along, using the diary that we had last year, this diary here, that one that saves lives, yeah, using this diary here. I found it was working so well for me last year for the annual project. Now this diary this year is focusing on annual project, and I'm adding one every year, and written patterns. So I'm going to write in here the next time I speak, which will be the video vlog, the beginning of the video vlog. I will have dates in here for written patterns to go up on the website. What? So you can start seeing written patterns up. And finally going to use this year's diary for that. So we're using it for our annual project and for our written patterns. So you will know dates coming up for the written patterns, yeah? All right, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about today. I didn't want to talk about too much because, as you know, I haven't done much with my eyes the way they have been. I've been doing that over the past 2 days. I'm at the hospital yesterday going like this because I forgot to bring my glasses. So that was worse. I still managed to do 2 squares while I was there. And attach them. So I had to get my daughter to check to see if they were right. So can you see if they're okay? It's a good thing she knows how to crochet. But I had to check to see if they were right, and she said no problems. And goes to show I can actually crochet blindfolded if I had to. Like really if I had to. because I really couldn't see anything yesterday without the glasses. So there you go. All right, I want to thank everyone for joining us today. To be fair, this Saturday, I don't think there'll be a live because that's the day I think I'll be celebrating my birthday. All right, so I'm going to leave a couple of posts up on the video vlog to remind you that there will be no live this Saturday. Okay, no live. It's 99% likely that there will not be a live on Saturday. Because I'm going to party Saturday. I'm missing out on my partying. So I will probably be celebrating my birthday Saturday. I'm going to say I'm celebrating it Saturday, even if I'm not sure right now. It's in limbo. But otherwise, I will see everyone today week, Wednesday or next Wednesday at 4 p.m. Melbourne, Australia time. Marry that up with your country. And then we'll be back to normal lives, we hope, throughout the year. I was supposed to do a little cake and bring it on today's live, but I forgot. So I might do it on next Wednesday's live. And we'll put a candle, we'll blow it out. Everybody can sing happy birthday to me. I think we'll do that next Wednesday. What do you reckon, guys? Shall I bring a cake? Yeah, I'll bring a cake. I'll make one of my healthy cakes that I'm doing lately with all the brands and the cottage cheeses and whatever else, the yogurts and Greek yogurts and stuff. And stuff. I'm going to make it, bring it. We're going to have a candle, blow it out. If it's not too cold, if it's not too hot in here, and I don't need to use the air conditioner, I'll blow it out and we'll sing happy birthday. Today week, be there or be square. Thank you for joining us here today. My name is Mary. This is Crochet Designs, and I'll catch you all soon. And thank you for the birthday wishes. Bye all.